And we were going into one of our landing sites when all of a sudden there was this loud burst of machine gun fire. And so loud, in fact, that I thought it had come from our aircraft. It was that close that we had to ask our own crewman, was that him firing out of the aircraft? And he said no. And so for that split second where we realized that we'd just been shot at really close by, on my first day, I was like, oh my gosh, what just happened? But then it was straight into me doing what I had to do as the flying pilot, controlling the aircraft, getting set up for the landing. The pilot next to me, the senior guy, he took on his role in the team, which was to radio in that we'd had a contact and to start those sorts of procedures. We had the crewman in the back. One started to assess the aircraft to see if there was damage. The other one then, was checking over all our passengers to make sure no one had been shot. And all of this, we're working together as a team because we had a landing that we were about to make in a couple of miles' time, in probably 30 seconds' time, a landing to drop these troops off. So that was pretty much a baptism of fire into Afghanistan for me. So I guess some of the reasons I wanted to join the military were that I love the outdoors, I love sport. I've got quite a fascination, I guess, with trucks and machines, and yeah, the military just seemed a really good fit. So I went when I was 16 to the recruitment office, the local one, and there were all these pictures on the wall, and I found one I really liked, and there it was, being a helicopter pilot in the Navy. That's what I came away with. So being a female leader in this stereotypically male-dominated environment that I'm constantly in has many challenges, I think, specific to being female, but also challenges just to being a leader in general. And so for me, it was just amplified being female. And the biggest one was maintaining that balance of my authority as a leader while still trying to build the rapport with my team and fit in. And you can imagine that, we work in a very close environment. We also all socialize together. So it was really a balancing act there that I managed to find a good balance for, and I think that was part of my success in my role there. Some of the critical decisions I've had to deal with during my career have been anything from the extreme of having enemy radio chatter saying they're going to target the next aircraft going into a landing site, and I know that next aircraft is me, and making that decision, do I go in or do I not? All the way to the other side of things with more personnel related issues. So having a team member when I'm in Afghanistan who's had family troubles at home, can I spare him from my team? Can I let him go home and deal with those issues? Or does he have to stay in my team in Afghanistan? So I guess my whole career I've faced challenges, even right before I started, because just to get selected into the military as a pilot is a huge process. It lasts for about 12 months. You go through various written tests and interviews and flying tests. And on average, when I was trying to get in, for every 1,000 people or so that came through that front door at recruiting, about one person would come out of the end of the training pipeline as a successful pilot, as an operational pilot. I guess from there it's flowed on to me wanting to become a public speaker, because as a public speaker I can inspire other people to overcome adversity and achieve their goals.